I thought I would make a video on my favourite movies, as I'm a TV and film student and I've never sort of expressed my feelings about my films, which I love. I've made a video about my favourite TV programmes and I will leave a link below to that if you want to see it. I have a selected few. I'm very picky about my favourite movies. Number one is Pride. This movie is beautiful. I will be describing a lot of these movies as beautiful in this because they all are. If you've not seen it, it's about a gay club group. They are trying to raise money in support of the miners. It was a real story, and it's about them and how they sort of did it and all the money they made. It's one of those movies which I can just watch at any time, and it's a good movie, you should watch it. Number two is The Imitation Game. This one is about Alan Turing with the Enigma machine. It has Benedict Cumberbatch in it, Keira Knightley, a few other people who I can't think. It's a really good movie. Yet again, very emotional. It's a very feel-good movie. It has a bit of a sad ending, but it's very nice. I actually learned about Alan Turing when I was in year 9, year 8, I think, maybe. He actually grew up in the town I live in, or lived in the town I live in. I already knew who he was, and then when the movie came out, I was in love with Benedict Cumberbatch at the time. Like, I still absolutely adore him, but like, I was in love with him. Me and my friends went to go and see it, and it's a very nice movie. Number three is Now You See Me. This is that one about the magicians. It's very sort of in-depth. There's a lot to it. You have to follow it very closely, and there's like huge plot twists and stuff, and it's very good. It's very clever, which is the kind of thing which I love. Now You See Me 1 and 2, I love both of them. I think they're both just as good as each other, which is very difficult to say about a movie. I like them both just as much. I'd say the first one I liked most because my dad introduced me to it and I was like, magicians, like what? This is gonna be like a really silly movie, but it's not, it's really good. And apparently they're bringing out a third one. I heard that somewhere, that might not be true, but I have a feeling that there is a third one. Number 5, 3, 4, Kick-Ass. I love this movie. This one has Aaron Taylor-Johnson in, and I adore him. I have done ever since I'm the Songs and Perfect Snogging. And this one isn't sad like all the others. It's a comedy, it's funny, and it's good. You should watch it. The next one, this is a cartoon, but still one of my favourites. This one is How to Train Your Dragon, and the second one, I suppose. I read the books when I was younger. Well, I read the first few, I think, and then my dog had them. I still love it now. I actually have a toothless teddy. I got this when I was, I think about 2 years ago, so not even that long ago. We went to the Trafford Centre and I was like, there's a Build-A-Bear, let's go and get one of those toothless teddies. It was about 25 quid, but it was so worth it and I love it. I usually don't sort of see a movie and then go, I love that, that is definitely one of my favourite movies. You know, I can appreciate a movie a lot, but I never kind of go, yes, that is my favourite and I can definitely put that in my list. And I never do that. But I watched a movie recently and I can definitely do that. This movie is Coco, and if you haven't seen it, oh my god, it's yet again a kids movie, but it is so beautiful. I have sobbed my eyes out at the end both times I watched it. Like, I cry at a lot of things, but like this, I sobbed. And also the fact that it looks very beautiful, you know, like the animation is amazing. I think it's Disney Pixar. Another one which people probably haven't heard of, this is Wild Target. It's got Emily Blunt, Bill Nye, and Ron Weasley, what's his name? Rupert Grint, that's the one. It's about this assassin who is sent to kill this woman, and he basically like falls in love with her. And he's so like in awe of her because of how just sort of, not crazy she is, but how just kind of like, she's like, oh yeah, let me just steal this and steal that. And yeah, it's a really good movie. One of them as well, I wouldn't say it's like one of my favourite movies, but it's an honourable mention. It's Series of Unfortunate Events. Season 2 of the TV programme has just come out, and oh my god. I read the books when I was in like year 8, so I would have been about 12, and I've been watching the programme and everything is just like flooding back to me. So nostalgic. I'm watching the story and I'm like, oh my god, like I know this, I read this when I was younger. I feel like both the movie and the TV programme are so good. I love them both, and yeah, I think that's everything. I'm definitely forgetting something, and I'm going to be so mad at myself when I come back. Thank you very much for watching my favourite movie list thingy mabob. If you like this, please subscribe. I'm very close to 600, which is pretty cool. Thank you for listening to me ramble about why I love a movie. I'll see you soon. Bye!